and welcome to Rhonda's Top 10 this week for work from home hacks. And I know that many of you are just starting to transition back to the workplace, even if it's just for 1 or 2 days a month. And I also know that as we approach the 9-month mark of working from home, we've also learned to adapt to the challenges from working from home and often don't see where we need help. We get blind to the challenges that we have and we just keep working through them without any thought. So I had dozens of work from home hacks this week, and it was really hard to reduce it to just 10. But I wanted to identify those hacks that were going to make our days better. So if your tip didn't make it, please don't take it personally. It was really hard to narrow it down. Now, our first tip was suggested by several people, and it was all about creating a routine to go to the office. For instance, Jana says that she takes her child to the bus stop and then walks to her office, which happens to be at home. Gail says she walks the dog and arrives at work at the end of walk, which happens to be at home. And Gracie says she likes to drive to get a coffee and arrive at work, which happens to be at home too. So creating a route that takes you out of the house and then back to the house is good because we think of it as going to work. Our second tip is from Rhonda Strong from Tennessee. Since her work from home space is limited, she has a file that has one drawer for each day of the week. This helps her keep her workspace organized and tidy. We know that that's important. Tracy Blanchfield Davereau from Osgood, Ontario sets a timer on her phone to remind her to take breaks. And she suggests actually keeping the phone away from your desk so you actually have to get up to go turn it off. Linda Martin from Fredericton, New Brunswick expanded on that tip and says she has her Fitbit to buzz her at each hour if she hasn't made her 250 steps. And if she hasn't, she gets up and she takes the stairs up and down until she gets her steps in. Healthy and smart tips. Linda MH from Elmira, Ontario says she stole her tip from a coworker, but she sets up her ironing board and uses it as a stand-up desk. This tip got a lot of laughs on Facebook, but it works. Number 5 comes from Jackie Prospero in Belleville, Ontario. And Jackie shares that part of her being at work is not wearing her slippers. She walks into her home office, which is in her basement, and then instantly removes her slippers and puts on her inside shoes. She wears these work shoes until the workday is done. And then when she shuts off the computer, she slips back into her slippers and it cues her body that she isn't at work anymore. Now, I don't think I've had heels on in 9 months, but I am wearing my slippers. But I do kind of like that tip, and I might adapt that. Trudy McGee Alfanio, I think I said that right, from Hawaii, says that when she was working from home, she and her husband had separate work areas. They would meet up and have lunch together every day. Now, for those of you that don't have someone at home also working, I've had other suggestions that you go for a walk or you take a break and watch TV, watch a show during lunch so that you can get a real break. Just like in the office, we have to create routines to ensure that we don't work all day long. Warren and I do that here as well. We take a break for lunch. And that was hard for me to learn because that wasn't my natural way to work from home. I love the idea from Kim Picard from Embrun, Ontario. She shares that since we're not at the office, we just can't pop by anybody's desk to say hi the way we used to. So she randomly picks a staff member and messages them to find out how they are. She uses the opportunity to get to know the team members and admitted that she has met more staff since she's been working from home than when she was in the office. That's a hack for our health as well as our relationships in the office. Number 8 comes from Maggie Chacon in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and she advises us not to answer our home phone, if we have one, when we're working. Ignore your office phone when you're at home, and don't tell your mom you're working from home. Jamie Higa from Honolulu, Hawaii suggests that we follow her lead, and she listens to recorded meetings while she's doing her cooking or dishes. Now, these are meetings that are more informational that you just need to know, but you don't necessarily need to do anything with. Think about all those free webinars, all those meetings that you need to listen to. So while you're doing some of your personal stuff, working out even, you can listen to that. And it gives you time to get more stuff done at work and kind of doubles up your time. And number 10 comes from Lisa Cuthill of Mississauga, Ontario. Many of us don't have our dual monitors at home. So you can split your screen to make it kind of work like a dual monitor. So for a PC, use your Windows key plus the arrow keys to split your screen. For those of you on a Mac, like I am, if you go up to the green dot in the top left-hand corner and hold down the Command key, it will give you a pop-up menu that will give you some split options. And there you have the top 10 work from home hacks. I hope they make your experience from working from home just a little bit easier. Have a great week. Admins rock.